I understood that anything created in the field will manifest in 3D. I was preparing for the Orlando event and doing my mind movie. I knew I was not happy in California, and I made a decision. I believe it's the first decision from my heart and not my head to move out of California into Oregon. I had a granddaughter up there. 2 days before the Orlando event, I made a decision to put my condo on the market. Went off to the event, came back, left the condo for my realtor to sell, and I left for Ashland, Oregon. I've never done a move like this so quickly and without planning. I had a motel for 2 nights, and I thought I would rent an apartment after that. I got to Ashland and reality set in. There was no place to live. 3,500 homes had been lost in the wildfire the winter before. I did my meditation in the morning, and I put the thought into my meditation, a rental house. 1:30 that afternoon, I had an email telling me to call a woman about a rental house. It's the way Dr. Joe describes it. I had not gone looking for it. It came to me. It's a beautiful house in the center of Ashland, Oregon. They did not ask me for an application. They did not do a credit check. They were not even ready to rent the house, but they rented it to me. So I lived in this house for 4 months. My realtor was having difficulty selling the condo. And before Dr. Joe's work, I would have been so stressed and unhappy and in the past, worrying about the condo selling, worrying about how much I was going to get for it. But I worked at staying in the present and working on my future. When the condo did have an offer and was ready to close in 4 months, I started looking for a home to buy. And I also meditated. I meditated every day. And I meditated, and I had done my mind movie and updated it and wanted to put into it the house that I wanted. And I was thinking of just a little cottage downsizing, but I didn't really know what I wanted. And I didn't know what pictures to put into the mind movie. So I went into my meditation, and I put the thought into my meditation, best house for Laurie. And the thought came back to me, houses. And I thought, what in the world is this all about? I don't need houses. I went out looking, and I drove past a house, and there was a for sale sign, but it was not listed yet. And I got out and walked around and looked at it, and 6 deer came up to me. They were not eating, they were standing and looking at me. And when I left, one of them came up in front of my car, and I thought, he wants to be sure I see him. And I knew at that moment, this is my house. And what I found out later is this house is houses. It's a rental property, an income property. It has 3 homes in one. I live in the home in the front, and I have 2 rental properties in the back with separate entrances. How often does a person receive more in a house than what they were looking for? But that's truly what happened to me. I have an income property that will pay my mortgage. I'm 3 blocks from the Oregon Shakespearean Festival. I'm 4 blocks from Lithia Park with a beautiful creek running through it. I'm in a neighborhood. I've never lived in a neighborhood before. I've always lived in condos and homes where neighbors don't get to know each other. Now I sit out on my porch and I meet all the neighbors. I'm around the corner from the food co-op. I walk every day, and I don't have to force myself to. I want to do it. And I am 78 years old. It's true, you're never too old to do this.